What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO DC Supervillains video. So in today's video, I'm of course going to be showing you guys how to make Kate Bishop from Marvel Comics using the in-game customizer. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so to start off with, we're of course going to head into Appearance, Head, and Head again, and you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find Custom Head 11 in, of course, this skin tone right here. Then once you've done that, you're going to back out of there, go into Face Decal Color, which is the color of the eyebrows, which we want to make sure are black. For the eyeshadow, just go ahead and match it with the skin tone. For the lip color, we're going to stick with this color right here. And for the accessories, you have two options. Now, you could give Kate the cool sunglasses, which are very similar to the ones that she wore in LEGO Marvel's Avengers. However, if you want something a little more up to date, I would recommend going with Kent Clarkson's glasses, which personally I much prefer. Then once you've done that, you're of course going to back out of there, go into hair, and you want to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find the third ponytail hairstyle. And for the color, we're of course going to go with black. Nice. Now then, onto the body. So for the body, we're going to go for preset body, and you want to scroll all the way to the very top until you find Malcolm Merlin's body. And for the color, we're going to go with this purple right here. Now then, for the arms, what we're going to be doing is choosing two separate pieces. So for the left arm, what you want to do is choose a sleeve. For the first color, you want to be matching the skin tone, and the second color needs to be matching the body, while the right arm is going to be blank and fully matching the skin tone like this. Now for the hands, we're going to go ahead and make both of them black. For the hips, we're going to make them the same purple as the body. And for the legs, we're going to be choosing two separate pieces as well. So for the left leg, what you want to do is choose boots. Yet again, we're going to go with purple, and the boot color is going to be black. And then for the right leg, what you want to do is scroll all the way to the very bottom until you find Tigress's leg, which is of course this one right here. And yet again, it's going to be purple. But of course, Tigress is a character that is included in the Young Justice pack. So you will need that DLC if you want to be able to make my very own version of Kate Bishop in this game. And of course, before we move on into the effects, we need to scroll all the way back to the top to attachments. We're going to scroll down to the quiver, and we're going to make it black. Nice. Now then, onto the effects. So we don't need a left hand glow or a right hand glow, but for the hit impact effects, we're going to turn that on, make sure that it's style 1, and for the color, we're going to go with black. And you're also going to do the same with the jump slam effect. So yet again, we're going to turn it on, make sure that it's style 1, and then for the color, we're of course going to go with black, because as you can see here, it leaves less of an effect as possible. Nice. Now then, before we move on into the abilities, we of course need to give Kate a bow and arrow. So what you need to do is head on into weapons. We're going to scroll down until we find bows, bow type, and we're going to go with the compound bow in black. Nice. Now then, onto the abilities. So we don't need to add any abilities to the tag button, the action button, or the special button, but for the jump button, we're going to go to double tap X, double jump, turn that on, and we're going to go with double jump style 3. Nice. Now then, onto the skills. So when it comes to bow wielding characters in LEGO video games, they usually have the ability to shoot a grapple from their bow and arrow. However, unfortunately, we can't actually add that ability to our custom character. So instead, what we're going to do is give Kate a grapple gun. So you want to turn that on, make sure that you go with black as the grapple gun color, and then for the rope type, we're going to go with rope type 1 in dark gray. Nice. Now then, for the rest of the skills, all you need to do is add acrobatics and wall climbing. Now then, onto the personality. So for the health icon, we're of course going to go with purple. For the health type, we're going to go with standard health. For the voice, just choose any female voice. For the speed, go with normal. For the target reticle, I would recommend going with Mercy Graves. And then for the animation, we're just going to stick with normal. Alright, cool. So we've done the appearance, the abilities, the personality, and we've given her a weapon. So now all we need to do is fill in the basic information. So for the status, we're going to go with hero. For the affiliation, we're going to go with unknown. And then for the name, we're of course going to put Kate Bishop. Nice. Alright, cool. So now, of course, what we're going to do is drop Kate into the hub world and see just what she can do. And here she is! This is, of course, my custom-made Kate Bishop made in LEGO DC Supervillains. Let's just get a good look at her right here. Now, overall, I've got to say, I am extremely happy with the end result. I mean, this design definitely turned out looking a lot like Kate from the comics, which is obviously great to see. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with this character, in the comics, young Kate grew up with a wealthy Manhattanite family. But after being attacked, she was motivated to learn martial arts and eventually became skilled in several other forms of self-defense, such as swordplay and archery. Now, after standing up to Captain America himself, Steve told Kate that only Clint Barton had ever done the same. It was then that he suggested that she take on Clint's codename, to which she accepted and soon became known as the new Hawkeye. Now, as some of you may have heard, Hailee Steinfeld is apparently being eyed to play Kate in the Disney Plus Hawkeye series, which doesn't necessarily mean that she's got got the job, she's just in the running. And I don't know about you guys, but I seriously hope that she gets the role. Hailee recently starred in Bumblebee, which is my personal favourite live-action Transformers movie to date. And she's also no stranger to the Marvel Universe, as she did of course previously play Spider-Gwen in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So I personally think that she would absolutely kill it as the MCU's new Hawkeye. Now, while the series will focus primarily on Clint training Kate, Kevin Feige has also confirmed that we will see more of Barton's time as Ronin prior to the events of Avengers Endgame, which is extremely exciting news, and it'll be interesting to see if the series will also explore even more of Clint's past. One thing that I could see Marvel Studios doing is potentially introducing the Swordsman, who in the comics trained Clint when he was a young boy. Personally, I think that would be a great way for Clint to relate more to Kate and maybe make him more inclined to teach her. I'm also very curious to see if this series will lead to Jeremy Renner permanently retiring from the role of Clint Barton, or at the very least taking a break from being Hawkeye, because after the events of Avengers Endgame, you would have thought that the character would want to focus more on spending time with his family. But of course, as we've seen in the comics, the world's big enough for 2 Hawkeyes, for now at least. Now, the last thing that I want to mention is that there have been rumors lately that apparently Marvel Studios want to bring the Young Avengers to Disney+, which I personally think would be a fantastic idea. I mean, there's already been a lot of passing down the mantle lately, what with Kate as the new Hawkeye, the introduction of She-Hulk, Jane Foster becoming the Mighty Thor, Sam Wilson as the new Captain America, Yelena Belova, who will probably take over from Nat after the Black Widow movie, and of course Cassie Lang, who will no doubt become Stature someday. Plus, we can't forget about Spider-Man, who yes, is in limbo at the moment, and while the split could be permanent, as you'll all recall, Peter was set up to take the place of Iron Man moving forward. So hopefully Disney and Sony can come to a new agreement, because that story is far from over. But anyway, I didn't even mention Shang-Chi, the Eternals, Miss Marvel, or even Moon Knight, so it just goes to show that the future Avengers and Young Avengers teams are going to consist of a very exciting and diverse roster of heroes, which I absolutely cannot wait to see. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video, so I want to thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.